I'm Chad.
I'm Dad. No, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be Dad first.
Oh yeah, you're Dad.
I'm Dad.
I'm Chad. And this is our channel.
Oh my gosh, it's been a long time. We have been so busy around here. Apologize, guys. This has been nuts. We installed the radio tray. Well, we had it powder coated and ended up, let me get that thing because I want to show you guys what happened.
Where's the radio tray?
It's the powder coated piece there, the black piece. So took that, or I think you dropped it off, Taylor, to have it powder coated. Dad picked it up, got it installed, had the radio in. We used some spacers and some nut plates and some bolts to hold it up about 2 inches to clear the throttle and the mixture and the alt-air cable. Well, once we got this thing in, of course, it was the little bolts that we used and spacers were, I mean, we couldn't have planned it any better. They were right in the middle of the alt-air and this one, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we had to take it back apart and over Thanksgiving, and we moved the little holes here on the mount plate. We moved them inboard and drilled and put new nut plates in, you know, more inboard of where we were. And that way, it moved everything away from being in the way of the throttle and the mixture cable. So, got it back in the, bolted all back up, got it back in the plane, riveted everything up. Well, had to put the fire extinguisher in, got everything riveted in, and then Dad said, how are we going to put the nuts? And I'd already thought about this. I just didn't say anything to Dad. He goes, how are we going to put the back nuts on the cables? And I was like, yeah.
We just take the radio out.
Yeah. So I got an Allen, and it took me quite a bit to get down in there and get this radio out. So I won't think about putting it back in because it's going to be a lot harder than it was taking it out. So open the instructions up, and the throttle, of course, goes on the left side, mixture on the right, alt-air to the far left. And the way Rans has it is they ran the throttle down to the bottom hole, okay? And then from there, it runs around. Your throttle is on the right side of the servo. So it runs, and it's going to have to be manipulated. I don't know if you can.
It fastens up here.
Yeah. And then it runs over here, and this is your throttle. So forward is closed. No, open, full open. No,
Yeah, when we shove it forward,
is,
it'll probably be full open this way.
yeah, full open. And then pull back is closed. Okay. So, and another thing, you have to put these in the vise, and well, the instructions say to put this together, the little eyelet, eye screw, eyelet, whatever it's called, and drill it to 19/64. Well, I've already got everything mounted on the firewall, and I'm not going to take it apart. So I took these guys and I put tape around them, and I took it over to the drill press, and I have some jaws or dies, I don't know what you call them, but they're for AN fittings. And I got the thing to actually hold inside these jaws. And then I lined everything up with a drill bit that fit in the factory hole. Got it all squared to the drill press, and then inserted a 19/64 bit and ran it through, and it came out great. So it's just a little bit undersized so that it grabs on to the throttle cable, and that's where we're at. So got it fished through. It's really a two-person job, and then the nut and lock washer, you may have to get on that side to see it, but there is a nut and a lock washer, and you guys won't be able to see it, but well, maybe you will. At the very end, there is a clip that holds all this together, and if you're really careful and patient, you can actually thread the nut, that anodized or aluminum nut, you can thread it over this. You don't have to take it apart. So that's what we did, and tightening everything down now. So I haven't decided how I'm going to tighten that, because I have AN wrenches to keep everything from galling or hurting the aluminum, boogering up the aluminum, the anodized. But I don't know how to get anything in there, and you would also need, like, you would need some kind of a, I don't know, you would need some kind of a socket with a, like a oxygen sensor socket. So I don't know how. I don't want to hung up here. Is there any instructions on how to tighten that nut on the back? I don't know how to tighten it. I mean, short of taking a socket and slicing a hole down the side, or a channel down the socket. I mean, I guess we could tighten this part up. I just don't want to scratch up the fresh powder coat. May just give it a little turn and see what happens. So, AN wrench. That's a number 10. That fits the nut. But like I said, I don't know how I would get that in on the back. But let me see. Let me see what I can do here. So it'll fit on here. Oh, man. I can't hold the back. Don't mind me, I'm just talking to myself. Of course it's going to be metric, and I don't have anything that large in metric, I don't think. No, of course not. So, largest I have is a 20, and it's bigger, probably like a 22 or something. Let's see what I have in here. And wouldn't that be cool? This is what I was talking about earlier. This is like a O2 sensor socket, because there's a wire coming off your O2 sensor, and there's 7/8, I think. Oh, yeah, 7/8, and that's it's bigger than that. So no dice there. Yeah, the only other thing I could think of is to make a, let's see here. Well, this is what I was talking about earlier whenever I said this thing would, when I was talking earlier and said that that nut would go over that little clip right there. This is what I was talking about. If you're, well, actually you can,
I mean, this fits a little better.
yeah, Oh wow.
That's an angle. It's
It's like operation. Don't touch the little. Now I can't do it again. There we go. Okay. Oh, went the wrong way. Okay, there we go. Now, so the only thing I can think of is to make a slit right here, and that way it would slide over that, get to the back of it, and allow it to be tightened. I hate to booger up a made in the USA Craftsman. That's the real deal, buddy.
what size is that?
27.
I may have some there at the house. I don't know.
So, pushed in is throttle, pull out. Just
Slow
killed
down.
it. Okay. All right, guys. I don't like this, and I'm not an advocate for doing this, but Dad got on the back of it with this, and I put some tape around a adjustable wrench, and was just as careful as I could be, and gave it about, I don't know, 1/8 of a turn, snugged it up. It's not going anywhere.
It's got a lock washer back there behind it.
Yeah, lock washers on it, and I'm comfortable with it. I don't think it's going anywhere. So I'm gonna call that good. Let's see if it's right here. Yeah, I mean I can't move it with my hands. And I just tried as hard as I could, and it would not move. So there we go. All right, now I'm going to work on the other end. So this slides on here, and then these guys, I'm going to try it from the other side, excuse me.
I think you took it out.
This is one of those things where it probably would have been good to install this prior to installing the engine, but you know, hey, we'll make it work. All right, Dad, you're gonna have to, like, I don't know, lift that damn thing up. Wow. See how it's in there to.
Yeah, just say, let me get it. Once you hung on.
All right, just like that.
Try and get it up off there.
What are you doing?
Trying to bend it to where it'll be in the middle.
Take somebody on this side, like this, and then bending it like that. There.
Is that where it needs to be?
Yeah, now I lost it. Stupid deal. Come down with that just a little bit. Okay. Slide that. All right, I got this. Slide that nut up here. Ta-da. Okay. All right. Now we can't really tighten it down until we get it where we want it on the other end.
Yep.
Like get it. What did they call that piece? That number 5 on the instructions. What's that piece called?
It's the,
That's exciting.
Teleflex retainer.
Teleflex retainer. Till we get that part done. I don't want to tighten that eyelet up because I may need to move it this way or this way. So I think we're going to call that a night because I'm tired. And when you're tired, you mess things up. I've been so tired before that I couldn't get something, kept dropping it, whatever, couldn't get it right. Come back the next day and it just fits right in. It's just amazing. I've never. Yep. So tomorrow we'll get that retainer and we'll mount that. They put the. Shoot, are you sure they're both the same? You said, right?
Well, they bend them.
Well, no, they're not the same. One's a throttle and one's a mixture.
Yeah.
But this is the throttle.
Yep.
Well, what I'm saying is, where does it?
What you have is this got to go all the way forward. Push that all the way.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
There's an eyelet that goes on there. Screws on the end of it.
Okay, on the end of this.
Yes.
Okay.
And then it all.
And then it goes to here. And then we'll have a screw that goes through there.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll come back and mess with that tomorrow. Cool. Well, a little bit closer.
Just like, remember when we put on those flaps and the ailerons that had those eyelets back there? Same thing goes on the end of it.
We got a gas pedal.
What?
A gas pedal.
Oh, yeah.
A hand, instead of a foot, it goes on your hand. A hand pedal. A hand. Instead of a foot pedal, a hand pedal. So this makes it go, and this makes it go. Now it has something that I think you can turn it. It's fine adjustment. See it going in. So you can get fine adjustment right there. I was flying the other day, and she told me not to let the plane go below 900. So I guess that's better than just yanking it out, or you want to get fine adjustment, just screw it in or screw it out. So I was happy that when I turned that, it didn't scratch the powder coat finish. So that's good. Happy with that.
So. You texted me that stuff there?
I did.
Okay.
All right, guys. Catch you on the flip side.
Go.
Hey guys, thanks for watching another episode of Dad and Chad.
If you like this video, share it with your friends and give us a thumbs up,
And never miss an episode of Dad and Chad by hitting that subscribe button.
because we'll be back next Tuesday with another episode.
Thanks again for watching
Dad?
and Chad.